I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fibre of my entire being. How are you feeling right now, beautiful soul? So this message today is about relationships. How to deal with toxic relationships, and more importantly, how to exit them. Because so many humans stay in toxic relationships when those relationships are no longer compatible. The man and the woman have become like oil and water. They've naturally started to separate because their vibrations have changed, their outlooks on life have changed, their values have changed. One's grown, the other hasn't. But they try and cling, or they try and fight to save something that can't be saved. Now, there are some relationships, marriages or partnerships where they can be saved. And you know deep in your heart whether it can truly be saved or not. A lot of people that I speak to that have been in toxic relationships for a long time always admit that they knew there was a point where they should have left. That there really was a line drawn in the sand, but they just didn't step over it and they carried on. One of the reasons this happens is because human beings are a little bit like dolphins. When you're training a dolphin, you keep it guessing. When a dolphin does a trick, you don't give it a treat or a fish or whatever it is that they give to the dolphins every single time. The dolphin might have to do 3 tricks, then they get fed something amazing. Then they might do 2 or 3 tricks and get nothing. Then another trick and they get fed a treat again. So the dolphin never actually knows when they're going to get their treat. It's a little bit like gambling. A gambler never knows when they're going to hit the jackpot, or when their card's going to turn and they're going to get the highest hand. And it's that not knowing that keeps you addicted. Now, in a toxic relationship, someone could be being mentally abused, physically abused, sexually abused. They could be living with a narcissist. And they're getting treated like crap. But every now and again, the man or the woman will be nice to their partner. And that person's like, wow, this is amazing. This is just what I wanted. But they're like a crackhead, waiting for their fix, hanging on, clucking, waiting, hoping, desperate. And when that little bit of food comes, that little bit of love, that little bit of sex, that little bit of energy, they hang on to it. And then the person goes back to being toxic again. They're arguing, they're silent. And toxicity comes in all different shapes and forms. And so the person is in a horrible situation again, but they're like the dolphin. They keep performing the tricks. They keep hanging on into the relationship, waiting for their treats, waiting for the bit of goodness. In some relationships, it could be 90% to 10%. 90% toxic, 10% love, but that 10% love keeps the person hanging on. You got to ask yourself, is this really what I deserve? Do I deserve 90% toxicity and 10% love? What about 50-50? That's still not good enough for you. 80-20 is still not good enough. Now, I'm not saying that it should be 100-0, because we all have our ups and downs in relationships. We all press each other's buttons. We come together to help each other grow. So it's never plain sailing. It's never a truly smooth ride. So it's important for every single human being going into a relationship to know that you're there to help each other grow, that you're going to mirror back to each other those crucial little poignant points that need to be honed and worked on, those fears, those insecurities that can be brought to the surface by your nurturing partner, so they can help you move through them and encourage you to move through them yourself. Not so you can blame that other human being for being this or that or negative or bad or jealous or whatever it is, because we can't take personal responsibility. Go into that relationship knowing that you're going to grow into something magnificent as long as you're prepared to put the effort in. All these Hollywood movies where it's sunshine, rainbows, love, cuddles, kisses, sex, travel, are few and far between. We're humans living in this 3D reality. And we're growing and evolving all the time. And we really can sharpen each other in an amazing way. And if you can see this as a chance and an opportunity to grow, then it's going to be cool. You're going to have fun. You're going to learn, you're going to remember, you're going to become a better human being and an awesome couple in a wonderful marriage or partnership. Now, if you're in a relationship that is toxic, you've got to know your worth and you've got to know that it's time to leave. You must know that you deserve to be loved because you love yourself so much. You love yourself unconditionally, beautiful soul. In a lot of toxic relationships, quite often the toxic partner will decide, okay, I feel like sex tonight. I feel like going out for dinner tonight. I feel like spending time with my wife or my husband tonight, or today, or this morning, or tomorrow. So they kind of do it on their terms. You need to be with someone that loves you always, 24/7 from morning to night. And even if you're going through a rough patch where you're bringing up each other's stuff and you've got to work through it, there's still that underlying frequency where you know it's true love. And this is just a blip. This is just a growth spurt. Don't be in a relationship where someone is dictating the play, being mean to you, and then when they want something, they're nice to you. That is not a healthy relationship. That is a manipulative, toxic relationship, and you've got to get your ass out of there pronto. Quick time, double time. You've got to be down the garden gate, leave your shit behind and get out of there. Because you deserve to be in a beautiful relationship, a magnificent relationship, an extraordinary, phenomenal, beyond human words experience that you're living 24/7 with your partner that loves you and cares about you. Not pretends to care about you for a short blip of time because they want something in return. You want to be with someone that wants to give to you and doesn't expect anything in return. Just respect and love when you've got love to give. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And this is what you deserve. But do you love yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to put those boundaries in place. You're not going to communicate effectively to let your partner know that this is how you want to be treated. If you let people trample on you, you're going to train them to trample on you. A bit like the dolphin. You're training the dolphin, you're training the human to treat you like dirt. And if you do that, then you've got to take personal responsibility for that. Why not turn around to your partner once your levels of awareness have risen and say, hey, I know you've been treating me this way for a little while, and I want to let you know that it's not acceptable. Now, I don't blame you for this in the slightest. I take full personal responsibility for not telling you earlier. I've allowed you to treat me like this, and I was in fear. I was too scared that you might leave me or reject me, so I didn't open my mouth. But now it's too painful, and I can't go on any longer. So I'm sharing my feelings with you. I hope you can understand. That way you're taking full responsibility, you're not blaming them, you're not triggering an argument. It's a great way to speak your truth. If it goes way beyond that and it's toxic, you gotta go. You gotta say adios, see you later. I wish you all the love, luck and happiness in the world, but this isn't for me anymore. You walk down that drive, out of the gate, and you don't look back. Because you know that you deserve so much more. Life is too short, beautiful soul. It's far too short. We're spiritual beings having a human experience on planet Earth for a short period of time. In the grand scheme of things, on a cosmic level, 60, 70, 80, 90, 120, even 150, 200 years is tiny, small blips of time. Know your worth and exit. Just go. It might be tough to start with because you're moving into new territory. You may not have the support financially, for example, but it will work out. If you know your worth, you're saying to the universe, I ain't putting up with this. I love myself too much for this. The universe is going to support you. Energetically, you're going to be supported left, right and centre. So just draw that line in the sand and step over it. And allow yourself to flourish and shine and have another shot. Or maybe stay single. It doesn't matter. Just let it unfold naturally once you've made that decision. But know that you're powerful. And the universe doesn't give you anything that you can't handle, ever. So if you find yourself in a toxic relationship, try different ways, solutions to try and solve whatever it is that you're going through. Communicate and talk. But once you've gone to that point of no return, where you truly know that it's time to go because you've been in this black hole for so long, stick on your parachute and jump out the plane. And don't look back, beautiful soul. You're truly, truly amazing, and I love you unconditionally. I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fibre of my entire being. I respect you as a cosmic warrior here on this planet in that human body. As a man or a woman, as a human, as a sister or brother. Go out and shine. Go out and be all of you. Go out into this world and let your magic out. In or out of a relationship. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and share. If you're watching it on Facebook, like it and share it. Share these positive messages with your sisters and brothers. Together we can make this world a much more harmonious place. Teamwork is the key. We really are a family. Let's treat each other like sisters and brothers. I'll see you again real soon, beautiful soul. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out.